What's going on, everybody? Diallo Ricks TV back with another video, and in today's video we'll be discussing a report that's coming directly from Brian Windhorst. This article is via Bleacher Report, and it's being said that the Lakers are being stingy with that 2027 first rounder, okay, because they know that they won't have anything left in the vault once they trade this pick. The Lakers will be without a pick, so they're reluctant to let the pick go. And Brian Windhorst, who is one of the most famous puppets of LeBron James, LeBron James, the ventriloquist, got his hand right up Brian Windhorst, Brian Windhorst's butthole, bruh, is where LeBron James' hand lie. And up there, you're going to find all kinds of Twinkies, all kind of food, okay? All kind of pork chops, all kind of... Nah, but in all seriousness, Russell Westbrook, it says, the article, the headline reads, Russell Westbrook rumors, Lakers unwilling to include the 2027 first rounder in the trade. So the article goes on to say that the Russell Westbrook and Los Angeles marriage has been anything but a success this season, but the purple and gold are reportedly unwilling to sweeten any deal involving the point guard with one of their most valuable future assets. ESPN's Brian Windhorst reported Los Angeles does not want to include his 2027 first round pick along with Russell Westbrook. With Thursday's trade deadline approaching, the notion the Lakers will be hesitant to trade the first rounder is not a new one. As NBA insider Mark Stein reported in January, they did not want to include it in a possible Westbrook for John Wall trade with the Houston Rockets. Still, it is notable the hesitation in moving Westbrook at least partially comes in the form of a draft pick 5 years into the future instead of the idea of trading a 9-time All-Star with league MVP on his resume. It underscores the reality that the trade that sent Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, and the first-round pick to the Washington Wizards for Westbrook and two future second-round picks hasn't worked out for Los Angeles. There is no doubting Westbrook's career achievements. In addition to the above accolades, he has 2 scoring titles, 3 assist titles, and a spot on the league's 75th anniversary team. But he's not been an ideal fit on the Los Angeles Lakers. So if you guys would like to read the full article, the link is in the description box. So I don't think that the Lakers should, trade off the 2027 first round pick. This is all the Lakers have left. Now, unless the Lakers are getting Damian Lillard in a deal and they have to trade the first round pick, then, that's a no-brainer. Take the trade. No hesitation. You can have it. The Lakers have already shipped everything away. They've traded away Julius Randle, the young core, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell, Lonzo Ball. And just seeing how these players are developing around the league and how great they, have become now, it kind of make you, this is what I had a debate. I made a post a couple of days ago, and I posed a question, should the Lakers bring back Jim Buss? And the reason I posed that question is because we can look at what Jeanie Buss is doing, but we have to look at it from what have you done for me lately type of view. And I know people are like, oh, well, the Lakers just won the 2020 championship, right? However, we have to move forward. And, unfortunately, a lot of fans, so-called basketball fans, sadly, they don't really understand basketball, and they just think that it's really a video game. They really believe that it's NBA 2K, but it's not really like that. Like, look at the Golden State Warriors, for example. They were able to retool. They had a down season, right? Well, they had a few down seasons, few down years without Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson gets injured 2019. They, if I'm not mistaken, I think they missed the playoffs. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but they were able to retool. They got Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, and, Kuminga, whatever the guy name is. And they have a lot of young guys over there to whereas they're equipped for the future. They're built towards, for the future to whereas it's going to make Klay Thompson's job a lot easier by having a Jordan Poole and having a guy like Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is a great two-way player. Now, he's not I'm not gonna say not an all-star because I think he made the all-star team if I'm not mistaken, but Andrew Wiggins will never go down as one of the top shooting guards in the NBA or top small forwards in the NBA. However, he's still makes an impact on the team, and he's great for a team. He's a great asset for a team because, he's a great on-ball defender and he affects the floor on both sides. And, now you can just insert your core. You still have your core, which is, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. And you build around that. You have to retool. So you need some young legs. The same thing go for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've built chemistry. All that stuff matters. You can't just put a team together and you see it happening, but there's a lot of things that factor into it. The league giving these super teams a lot of calls, and, it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But even you look around to the Miami Heat, every team right now is retooling and they're getting better and they're building with young guys, but you can add those greats inside of it. You can insert them great guys into it, if that makes sense. Like I said, you look at the Miami Heat, they got, Tyler Hero, what's this guy named? Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo. They have a lot of young core pieces. They have a lot of young pieces there. And then you just insert Jimmy Butler and a Kyle Lowry and a lot of these great veteran leadership. And then you're going to have the making of a good team. And it depends on where the direction that the Lakers are going. If you're trying to win for the future, because LeBron James is going to deplete your entire roster and your assets before he leaves. The 2027 pick is all you have left. Now, if you could take that 2027 pick and you can trade it to get some future first round picks, let's say within 2023 or 2024, 2025, but that's years ahead. So the Lakers need to play for now and for the future. They have to be smart. So to me, I don't think that trading the 2027 pick logically makes zero sense, in my honest opinion. And it's just sad that Russell Westbrook is getting all of the criticism and all of the blame when, everybody deserves blame. Starting with LeBron James, who wanted for Russell Westbrook to come to the Los Angeles Lakers. I personally think that LeBron James brought Russell Westbrook in to be a scapegoat because everybody, just look around the league, everybody's blaming Russell Westbrook. He's a meme right now. Every moment is a Shaq and a Fool moment. They're literally cracking jokes about him at every second, every turn. So it seems like it's his fault. They're even, clickbaiting and changing these titles on these basketball highlight videos to make it seem like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they could read their mouths and see that LeBron James and Anthony Davis, told Russell Westbrook to just shoot the ball. And as a fan mentioned in the comment section, he says, well, 1 minute y'all tell Russell Westbrook not to shoot. Then when he don't shoot, y'all get mad at him. Y'all get upset and get frustrated at him. So what is he supposed to do at this point? If I was Russell Westbrook, I wouldn't even play. I mean, I would fake an injury because guess what? It's not going to do nothing but hurt y'all. If y'all not going to appreciate me, I'm going to fake an injury. And I'm going to sit out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit out and y'all got to pay me. And then next season, I'm going to come back and I'm going to play a little bit just so if y'all want to trade me, y'all can go ahead and trade me. But I'm still going to get my money. Y'all got to pay me. So at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook will get the last laugh. So I think it's unfair that he's getting all the blame and all the criticism when they offered to bring in Buddy Hield, which I don't think would have made a difference, but they offered to bring in other players. But it's not who LeBron James wanted. I think that he wanted Russell Westbrook to come in to be his scapegoat, or he brought in Russell Westbrook because he felt like he could win with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant couldn't. Russell Westbrook has been to so many different teams within the last few years that it seems as though he's been on the decline. And I think there's still ways for the Lakers to make this work. I think that in order for it to work, Russell Westbrook will have to, initiate the offense. LeBron James will have to reduce his role. he will have to take less shots. Meaning, just because he can score 30 something points, don't mean that he need to go out there and don't mean that he needs to score 30 something points. If that makes sense. So LeBron James could go out there and score 30 and 40, but it's not equating to wins. It's not getting the team anywhere far into the post. It's not going to get the team anywhere far into the postseason. You know? So I just think that the Los Angeles Lakers have decisions to make. Like I said, they done traded away Kyle Kuzma. You know, they had Montrezl Harrell. And to be quite frank, these last few years, LeBron James has probably had more All-Stars on his team than anywhere else. Like, he's had just a lot of All-Stars within this one stint with the Lakers. Then his stint with the Lakers, he's probably had more All-Stars than anywhere, which is crazy. But like I said, I don't think that the Lakers. I personally think that what the Lakers should do is they should trade that 2027 pick for a future first round pick for something early. They should get a pick that they should get a pick that they could use earlier. And then I see fans saying, "Oh well, I became a Lakers fan in 2001, so that I came here to watch them win championships." Then that means you're not a diehard Laker fan, because you're going to support no matter what. I mean, who wouldn't want to see their team win championships? I mean, who wouldn't? Anybody. You don't think the Bucks wasn't happy, their fans wasn't happy to win a championship in so long? You don't think the Celtics are dying for their team to win a championship? Like, everybody wants to win a championship. But at the same time, like, the league is changing. Times changes. Time evolve. And the Lakers, Jeannie Buss, you have to make a decision. Because that goes back to what I was saying about Jim Buss. Let's look at what the Lakers could have had. And like I said, that's just LeBron James fans. They don't care what the Lakers do to the roster. You know, you can sit up there, the Lakers could lose all their picks. The Lakers could lose all their picks for all they care. They don't care. They're going to be like, do it. I don't care if you lose the deal. I don't care if this the mentality of bronsexuals. The entire crypto arena could burn down. I don't care. As long as LeBron James isn't in there. I don't care who's in there. It could be a cat in there. I don't care. Let it burn down to the ground. Let Jeannie Buss lose the team. Let something happen. They don't care, bro. Like, all they care about is what's in the best interest for LeBron James. And that's not the best way, to handle things. But do I think that the Lakers should include a first rounder, especially not for John Wall? No. Unless your name starts with Kevin and ends with Durant or Steph Curry, I'm not using my last pick. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't think so. And I don't care what it is, because you have to play chess at this point. You don't know what LeBron James is going to do. And for the sake of just winning, I would keep the roster that we have now, or I would just trade and try to. All the Lakers, I think, have to do is bring in a defensive wing, and they can make it work. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, shit, subscribe. I'm out.